This is a quick video on print and cut with the silhouette. I'm picking a design that's already in the library. So that's the design I'm going to use. I'm going to make it a little smaller because I don't want it huge on the page. One thing I like to do on your page setup window, you're going to print on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper unless you have a large format printer. I don't anymore. So you want to definitely change your paper size to that. You're going to click the third box up here, which will give you your registration marks. You're going to do type 1 if you have a Cameo, Portrait, or Curio. And then that puts in these little boxes. You want to keep your design in the boxes. I like to do 2 of my design and then back them up against each other so it gives it a 3D effect. I use pop dots in between. I like it. So there's your 2 things that you're going to cut. You're going to push send, and you'll see where it's going to cut out. Before you even cut, you're going to send this to your printer. I make sure my preferences are set. I use glossy photo paper when I do print and cut. So make sure if you've changed your paper that those are your settings. And then you're going to push print. So once it prints out, it'll look like this, and it'll have the registration marks top and bottom. And then you're going to put that on your mat with the registration marks. It'll go to your left corner of your mat, just like you would anything else. It'll read these the silhouette will read the registration marks, and then it'll cut it out around what's there. So it'll go on your mat just like this, and you'll stick it in your machine just like you normally would. Now that everything is printed and your paper is on your mat, you're going to push send, and it'll send it to your silhouette to cut it out. So the machine is now reading the registration marks. And now it's cutting. So it's done cutting, and now I'm just going to pop it off. And I have this huge roll of foam tape. You can get it this large right off Amazon. I take off a bunch of it. This is probably plenty. And it rips pretty easy most of the time. And I take one of them. And I take the foam tape. I cut it into little pieces. And just stick it on. No real rhyme or reason, just make sure it pops up like your edges, and so it's kind of even across. Peel the backing off. And then the other one that you cut, just layer it on top. Now, I started this page, so my little title that I print and cut will go right there. I'll post the finished product. It'll be probably a double page layout, maybe even a third page. We went to the Grand Turk. This was Grand Turk. So I think it was about a year ago. So I'm finishing up that album probably while I'm home this week. So this is the last few pictures I have for that. So when I'm all done, all the finished pages will be at the end of this video and probably on my Facebook page.